we'll speak to Pule Mabe, the spokesperson of the ANC, on the court litigation yet again currently taking place at the Pietermaritzburg Divisional High Court. I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going to throw straight to him. Pule Mabe, it seems as if your political solution has failed. You are back in court yet again over your troubled province of KwaZulu-Natal.
Well, Samkele, let me start by greeting your viewers. You can see just by looking at this setting, the conference is going to be sitting tonight. The Secretary General is expected to open this all-important provincial conference of KwaZulu-Natal. Delegates will be arriving very soon. The only reason we delayed was because we're dealing with logistics at the registration center at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Once all of that is done, you are going to see delegates coming in. I can assure you that we are going to have a conference of the ANC here in KwaZulu-Natal. We are proceeding. There has been engagement, of course. Comrades have heeded the call to subject themselves, where possible, to the National Dispute Resolution Committee. We have begun to see results coming out of that process. Actually, one of the things that we've seen over the past few days was the task team here in KwaZulu-Natal beginning to communicate and convey its readiness to hold this conference. Now, Samkele, as you can see, conference is proceeding.
I'm going to challenge you here today, Pule Mabe.
Yes.
Where is the tangible proof that your political engagements are yielding fruits when you've got two of your regions from two regions in Moses Mabhida and Lower South Coast, the very same Moses Mabhida,
yes,
which has had members of your party, yes, killed in court? Where is that political solution when yet again there is a court litigation in place right now?
Well, in the African National Congress, we do not tire. We do not tire from engaging with comrades, extending a hand and making sure that those who could be aggrieved or are concerned about how our own internal processes are being undertaken could also be listened to. The Deputy Secretary General of the African National Congress, in her capacity as the head of the NDRC, has been to the province, has met with comrades, has ensured that where we needed to rerun BGMs, we indeed do so. Where comrades are saying we could have been excluded, and yet we know that we are supposed to be members in good standing of this specific branch. Such instances have been attended to. What we need to be doing is to allow the African National Congress the space to be able to deal with all of its challenges. And because the challenges that ANC has got to deal with are synonymous with the problems that are always come with big families. We're a big family. Now, when we modernize the African National Congress, one of the things that we ought to be doing is to make sure that we restore the faith of our members in our own internal processes so that they could all believe that our own internal democracy is accommodative to their own aspirations as members.
With due respect, Pule, you are not answering the question. Has the National Dispute Resolution Committee failed in its mandate in the announcement that was made by Sihlezi Galala and Mike Mambuya Khulu that a political solution has been found? All parties have signed an affidavit of agreement, a memorandum of agreement, yes, on the issue of court litigation. You've got two regions who are part of the four who were in court earlier on last month to stop the provincial conference. Has the National Dispute Resolution Committee failed?
No, the National Dispute Resolution Committee has not failed. We are not giving up, Samkele, on finding solutions to the problems that arise from time to time. When we conveyed a decision through the PTT that there is this kind of a concession or consensus arrived at by cadres, there was a greater belief that we are now beginning to move towards a direct, because it is not just about resolving problems of this conference. The unity and renewal process is not going to happen through the door of conference. The unity and renewal process requires the commitment of all our members. So you could be reducing this to regions. But when you go to the nuts and bolts, you will discover that this could be members.
Is this linked to the court contestation between Super Zuma, the former provincial secretary, and the former provincial spokesperson who worked side by side, Super Zuma and Mdumiseni Ntuli? Is it one of those people who are supporting one of those two candidates?
Well, I don't know who's standing and who's not standing in this conference. You will know we are deployees of this province, but we're also National Executive Committee members of the African National Congress. We come to these conferences to discharge our national responsibilities. It is the will and wish of delegates attending this conference on who should emerge as a leader and part of the collective of the ANC. It is not incumbent on the NEC. I wouldn't know who's standing and who's not standing in this conference.
My last question to you, you are out of time.
Yes.
Do you expect the ANC SG to be heckled here today, like we saw with the national chairperson in Zululand, Kwede Mantashe?
Well, the heckling that happened in the past, there was an explanation to that. An apology was conveyed by our own structures, which apology has been welcomed and embraced by all of us. I think that what we should all be doing, whether in the media or outside in society, we should all be able to accept that when members of the ANC had conveyed an apology about their own conduct, on how they would have handled their own leadership, we allow them that space. They've apologized. I can assure you, with what I saw at the registration center, and we're just joking here with Comrade Zizi, Comrade Dakota, and Notawe, on how well behaved these delegates are. You will see them, when conference starts, they will be bursting into song, showing the energy that resonates the real membership and cadreship of the African National Congress. We're expecting them to come out here more united than ever before.
With the SG, maybe he'll sing that Mtsengisi song like we've seen him singing.
No, no. Let's accord comrades a chance. You will know they came to a conference prepared last time. A conference was stopped there and there. So it just unfortunate that it happened to be the national chair who was there. But I don't think that from the apology they had conveyed, there was any heckling directed at the leader of the African National Congress. It was a heckling directed at a process. They have apologized. Our National Working Committee, the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress, has welcomed this apology. You are going to see this all is going to change. It is going to be electrified as soon as they start coming in.
Well, that was Pule Mabe, the national spokesperson of the ANC. They're speaking about this conference, saying that it will go ahead, saying that the National Dispute Resolution Committee has not failed, despite that yet again being another court litigation at the Pietermaritzburg Divisional High Court in what they had said they had found a political solution to.
Samkele, before I let you go, a very quick one. We know pretty much what will happen if the court rules in favor of those who are trying to interdict the conference. But what will happen in the event the conference goes ahead, as Pule Mabe says it will? Does it mean necessarily that Sihle Zikalala will remain the chairman of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal?
Well, as it stands, Vuyo, if the conference goes ahead, nominations will be opened by the ANC's electoral body, branch nominations, and Sihle Zikalala may be uncontested on the position of provincial chairperson and may be elected uncontested should there be no nomination from the floor. But we've seen many surprises in these provincial conferences, particularly that of Limpopo, which the branch, with the nomination from the floor of Bioscope Makamu, we're also expecting nominations from the floor in this provincial conference. The name of Mxolisi Kaunda, the MEC of Safety and Security, has been touted as a possible person who can contest Sihle Zikalala should, they've underlined, should Mdumiseni Ntuli contest Super Zuma for the position of provincial secretary, in those who want the status quo of 2015 to come back. But obviously there is this unity slate as well of Michael Mabuyakulu as Sihle Zikalala's deputy chairperson and Mdumiseni Ntuli as the provincial secretary, with Sipho Hlomuga as the deputy provincial secretary. Those two hail from the ANC Youth League in what is seemingly becoming a generational battle in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, which has spread to other provinces, particularly in the provincial conference that's taking place in Gauteng, if I'm not mistaken, that's starting today or tomorrow.